September 11, 2001. That day changed the lives of millions of Muslims living in America. It seemed as if all of a sudden Muslims were no longer neighbors, were no longer community members, and were no longer Americans. They were now all classified as terrorists. Living as a Muslim in America is not always easy. If one is visibly Muslim, like a hijab wearing woman, for example, more often than not, that woman has been a victim to harassment from ignorant people. In this radio documentary, I will discuss my own hardships of living as a Muslim in America. My name is Raifa Yassin. I am a Palestinian Muslim girl that was born in Syria and live in America. Without my hijab, I look like any normal American girl. Light hair, blue eyes, and light skin. I started wearing the hijab when I was 12 years old in 7th grade. I wanted to wear the hijab, but I didn't know the consequences of wearing it. When I first told my parents that I wanted to start wearing it, they told me that it was a bad idea and that I shouldn't. However, I wasn't going to take no for an answer. After I had put it on permanently is when I realized why they didn't want me to wear it yet. I started to get dirty stares from random people while I was walking through the mall, or I would just be going about my day minding my own business, and random ladies would start hiding their children from me like I was out to get them. Sometimes I would just be driving and I would get flipped off by random people. One day in 2016, I had just gotten out of school and I received a phone call from my father telling me that I can't go to the mosque to do our weekly Friday prayers. I started panicking because we never miss Friday prayers, and I asked him why. He then told me that our mosque has been vandalized and is covered in Nazi swastikas, curse words, and words that say to quote-unquote go back to our country. He told me that he was scared my life would be in danger if I went there. Can you imagine? A holy place where one is meant to feel the safest in is no longer safe anymore. It absolutely broke our hearts. And as if that wasn't enough, a couple of years later, my cousin and I went to a mall in a different city. We were waiting for our friends in the parking lot, and this white lady almost runs us over. After we jumped out of the way, she rolls down her window and tells us very loudly to go back to where we came from, that we didn't belong here, and that we were terrorists. I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't even form words. My cousin told her off, respectfully of course, and we both were shaken from the experience. That lady was willing to hit us with her car, just because we believe something different than she does. And we're the terrorists?